made my parole. At first it was kinda nice, but after a while, truth be told, the more I thought about it, the more I started longing for the life I'd grown so used to, and butts to put my dong in. My buddies can't wait till I'm going back to prison, and they're all so excited can't hardly keep their jizz in. I never thought I'd miss them gray walls that I'd been notching, but it's weird to take a shit now without nobody watching. So I made a decision, it was time they put me back in. Walked into my old church, pulled my dick out and started jacking. It won't be long before I'm going back to prison, where I share a metal toilet we both can take a whiz in. The preacher told me, son, I know the pain with which you're living. Put his hand on my head and said, your sins have been forgiven. Those precious kids of yours miss having you around, and your wife confessed to me that her pussy needs a pounding. You'd think I'd miss all the hugging and the kissing, but there's plenty waiting for me when I'm going back to prison. Let's go. Different plan if I was gonna hear those handcuffs clicking, so I drove out to the bar to find an ass that needed kicking. Bartender, I'll take the strongest drink that you know how to pour. I was 4 shots in when I pissed myself and passed out on the floor. Hope my cellmate tugs on mine while he puts his in. That's just common courtesy to welcome me back to prison. The barman called the cops, and while their patience I had tested, it turned out that weren't quite enough to get myself arrested. A man can serve some time if he fucks up bad enough, still can't he? I was done with fucking around, it was time to up the ante. On the outside I ain't got a pot to piss in, but my needs will all be covered when I'm going back to prison. So I pulled out the stops, followed one of the cops that fucking bartender called. I was drunker than fuck when I slammed my truck straight through his living room wall. Called his mama a whore and took a shit on his floor just to get his full attention. Spoke some choice words as I flipped him the bird to ensure my prolonged detention. Your kids are ugly as fuck and their art really sucks. Ain't never seen nothing so shitty. Can't you take a hint? Want my fingerprints? You can dust your wife's big titties. That seemed to do the trick. I was soon back in the joint. A man shouldn't have to go to such extremes to make his point. The judge, he gave me life without no chance of parole. Now I'm living the dream, forever getting cornholed. If it ain't been, you don't know what you've been missing. I highly recommend you try doing time.